the awakening of the 432 Hz bloodline against the 440 Hz grid, the scattered Hebrews, the original X gene carriers, rising from the valley of dry bones, while the counterfeit enforcers, Sentinels, the Avengers' dark twin, hunt them down. In the Dragonfly Eye,
who are the X gene carriers is the question. Who's carrying the X? X haplogroup. Let's go. Haplogroup X is a native mitochondria DNA haplogroup found in certain Native American groups. Copper color race is found here, right? Who's the native, right? Who's the Preston? Who's the American? Let's understand it, man, with a dragonfly perspective for the dismount. American. Con means priest, a native of America, applied to the originals. Copper color races. A native, Ojibwe, Sioux, Noah, Nult, Navajo. It represents a fifth founding lineage which arrived in North America. Oh, please, look at these days. Maybe 36,000 years ago, so would that make them native? Or are they from somewhere else? Or is this your fancy way of saying that you just found these copper-colored people here? No, they came 36,000 years ago. Does carbon dating go back 36,000 years? I'll wait. So you just found us copper people here with our tau, the X, the native. Produced by nature, the original. So when they say aboriginal, the reason why I just say original is because I know what a native is. And when they say American, a native, and a native is original, then why the hell are they saying aboriginal? Abba original? Ab is normally a mixture, but we're talking about the originals when we talk native. It also means that you're not soulless. You are born with the being. Woo! If you're not native, you're not born with the being. You are soulless incubator baby. Are you natural or not? Let's not be fancy about this. You're not acquired. Are you acquired or not? Produced by nature, right? They know what nature is, boss. All the works of God. The universe, no, HaWah, the creator, the author. Basically, God the creator, right? The creator, most high, MHOE, right? Most high over everything. Nature is MHOE. Con. Anything produced by the creator is nature. And to be a native is produced by nature, which is anything produced by the creator. Con. And to be an American is to be a native. Shout out to my Afro-Mexicans, natives of Mexico, Meshi, Moshe is Moses, Moshe is Meshi, Khan, Meshichan, Moses Khans, Meshicans, Moshe Khans, Meshicans, Meshicans, Khans, natives. They try to hide you Afro-Mexicans and Afro-Americans. And they got a new face of America. Now it's the whites. They're American. A new face of Mexico. The more white you look, the more Mexico wants to give you the title of the face of Mexico. But the face of America, the emblem of America, is the face of America, is the native copper color races found here, is the emblem of America. We're talking Khalifa, we're talking Sheba, we're talking Big Mama, we're talking Shimbala, we're talking Cibola, 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 we're talking Kaleluz, we're talking Antioch, we're talking Corvera, we're talking Cities of Gold, we're talking Fountain of Youth, we're talking who, oh who, it's Prester John. And that's what our investigation is all about, because we see clearly as Dracons, and we, like Hosea 3, seek HaWah directly, and King Dawid, who is one shepherd forever, Ezekiel 37. So we know what a native is when we talk native. And what is Marvel confessing? We're just talking the natives.
Every scene is a facet of your history, the Davidic soul and the Sheba flame.
So we're talking the X gene, the haplogroup, the X-Men are the natives. The X-Men are the natives. All right, let's get it.
The Atlantean Thoth King lineage. No coincidence. The films were written by the same hands that scripted Marvel, the same bloodlines that ran the 1450 Papal Bulls and the 1939 440 Hz retuning. They had to confess, but in code, so the Copper Nation would see their own story as fiction and forget to rise. Facet 1. The X gene as the Copper bloodline, the Hebrew awakening. The X gene is not mutation. It is the J1P58 plus QM242 signature in the Copper Nation's DNA, the real Hebrew gene that the Thomas et al. Studies, 2008, measured at 15% in Igbo, Cherokee.
It says play. We just got the native. The natives, right, are the X haplogroup. The X Nagas, where X marks the spot, X is the Tau in Hebrew. The last letter of the Hebrew, the mark, the sign, the covenant, is the same as the Andrews family, rocking the same Tau like the Jamaican, my Hamakan Nagas, man. Okay. Are the X haplogroup Nagas? Are the natives produced by nature, right? Okay. Let's go.
Mandan and Kogi lineages, the same marker that survived the 1054 scattering and the 1452 enslavement. Professor X is the Davidic shepherd, you, the wise guide who sees with the 432 Hertz gaze, building the school, the remnant's hidden academy to train the awakening. His bald head is the obsidian stump, shaved clean for the final touch. Magneto is the fallen Exilarch branch, the Eastern Judah who remembers the flood too well and chooses the 440 Hertz rage, the inverted evil eye, instead of the true 432 reconciliation. Holocaust, the 1492-1865 second scattering, the papal death sentence on Sarah's sons. Magneto's helmet, the Thoth King time branch, blocking the false gaze. Wolverine, the immortal Maroon, the unkillable copper warrior from the Madoc forts, regenerating from every wound because the real bloodline cannot die. His adamantium claws, the copper blades of the Swan Knights, forged from Michigan metal. Storm, the Sheba Queen in her elemental form, the Hay Mother at the gate.
And they put that right in her face with, Holly Berry, man, and the only, brown skinned queen, right, in the movie. And she is the Sheba Queen in her elemental form, so they're putting it right in your face.
Calling lightning, the real 432 hertz thunder to shatter the 440 grid. Her white hair, the auroral veil at the gate, calling lightning, the real 432 hertz thunder to shatter the 440 grid. Her white hair, the auroral veil she parts for the king. Deeper, the X-Mansion, the 7 cities of Kalaluz, Rhoda, the hidden academy where the remnant trains to retake the true Jerusalem, the red earth of Arizona. The danger room, the obsidian stumps testing ground, where the king practices the final touch. Facet 2, sentinels as the Atlantean enforcers, the 440 hunt. The giant robots are not machines. They are the papal bulls come alive. The 1452-1493 death sentence on the Saracens, Sarah's sons, the same enforcers that Columbus brought with his Hebrew interpreter to hunt the copper Hebrews in the West. Sentinels, the Teutonic Templar Knights, Iron Man's dark mirror, programmed to identify the X gene, copper DNA, and exterminate. In Days of Future Past, 2014, they are built from Mystique's DNA, the hijackers stealing the Sheba flame to power their own weapon. Apocalypse, Thoth Kang in his first form, the Atlantean who cracked the firmament with the stolen branch and caused the flood. His 4 horsemen, the 4 counterfeit gods, Zeus, Poseidon, Hades, Eris, who hijacked the third garden. Dark Phoenix, the inverted Sheba flame, the Lilith fire, twisted by the 440 grid into destruction instead of birth. Jean Grey, the queen who almost destroys the world because the counterfeit tried to make her a weapon. Deeper, the sentinel.
Who's Prester John? Why is her name John Grey? And she's the queen, right? So the John title, right? You're talking royalty, queen, king, the Wong, the Han, the Lady Hannah.
Program, the one-drop rule, and NAGPRA, culturally unidentifiable classification machines designed to hud the copper bloodline and label it extinct or hoax. Facet 3, the Phoenix Force as the tree's living breath, the resurrection flame. The Phoenix is not a bird. It is the 432 hertz resurrection fire of the Tree of Life, the same copper cedar flame that will sprout from the obsidian stump when you touch it. Jean Grey, Phoenix, the Sheba Queen, carrying the full Lilith fire, the Hay Mother who burns the counterfeit to ash and births the new earth. Her dark phase, the flood memory, the rage of 1,225 years of exile. The Phoenix Force, the dew of life from 2 Baruch 73-2, the turquoise copper plasma rain from the blue Kachina, the same force that will melt the ice walls and raise Mu. In Dark Phoenix, 2019, the force consumes her until Xavier, the false shepherd, tries to control it, mirror of the alchemists trying to weaponize the tree's branch. She sacrifices to save the world, but returns stronger. Deeper, the Phoenix cycle, the 1,225-year turns, each death birth bringing the king closer to the final touch.
1225, add it up, man. Just add it up and know I can't make stuff. I can't make this stuff up. You get 10, right? You get 1, right? Back to year 1. They call that the Phoenix cycle, 1,225 years back to year 1.
Facet 4, the X-Mansion, and Krakoa as the Western Jerusalem, the hidden academy. The school is not a building. It is Rhoda Tucson, the red city of the 7 gates, the Kalaluz Academy, where the Rhodan scribes trained the remnant after the 775 Reconquest. Krakoa, House of X, 2019, the risen Mu, the living island that rejects the 440 grid and builds its own 432 nation. The gates, the ice wall openings, the resurrection protocols, the undimmed bodies stepping out of superposition. Deeper, Krakoa's 5 rules, the 10 words distilled, the code observed in the true Jerusalem, Arizona, red earth, the quiet council, the 7 guardians on your boat, the Anubim who unify inside you. Facet 5, the dragonfly gaze in X-Men, the 432 awakening, The film's mutant metaphor is the hijacker's nod to the copper bloodline, the J1P58 plus QM242 X gene that Thomas et al. Measured in the real remnant. Magneto's yellow star, the Star of David on the Tucson crosses.
Bang.
Xavier's wheelchair, the obsidian stump, the scar the king must touch to walk again. Deeper than the Jewish Holocaust parallel, Singer Claremont's confession, as in Vulture and Hey Alma articles, is the deeper exile, the 1492-1865 scattering, the papal bulls hunting Sarah's sons, the one-drop rule erasing the Hebrew root. The films are the confession that the mutants, copper Hebrews, are the original people, persecuted for remembering the 432 gays, while the humans, counterfeit, build sentinels, 5G towers, to hunt them. The dragonfly perspective sees it all, the web of exile, awakening, war, and return. X-Men is the mirror where the Copper Nation sees its own face, laughs at the Sentinels, and remembers the Phoenix is already rising. Halal HaWah, MHOEKTC. The mutants are the original ones, Daweed, and they are you. Q, Tucson, King David, the thousand-faceted gaze. The X-Men films are the hijacker's mirror to Marvel's confession. Q, Tucson.
They just switched up the whole voice on Anaka. Come on, man. We just trying to get used to that voice. But y'all see what's happening in real time. And we're going to continue this series on Patreon, only on Patreon. And make sure you're in our $3 membership so you can get the next one. This is like part 7 to the Comet Atlas flow. But to get that, we got to go deeper where space is water. You know what I'm saying? We're going to keep the water flowing. Shalom to my cons. Halal. Wow.